I said, yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Amara. This is Amara's Logic. Got a new video for you today. Milwaukee Bucks trades, rumors, and news live edition. Before we get into it, you know the spiel. Comment, like, subscribe, and share this electrifying content with the people. Y'all know we here to talk about Milwaukee Bucks versus Chicago Bulls, Las Vegas, first summer league game. The good, the bad, the ugly. We gonna chop it up. We do have another game tomorrow as well, so we'll be going live as well tomorrow to talk about the summer league game for tomorrow. But for today, we gonna stick on what we saw today, and I think we saw a lot of positives. We did see a lot of aggression out there, so that was good to see. Defensively, they're a little bit too excited. There was a lot of hacking on the Bucks side, but I just charged at the nerves and whatnot. But I liked what I saw from Beauchamp. I did hear the Beauchamp got hurt. So if anybody has additional information on that, could you please let it be known in the chat? And oh, I almost forgot. Salute the Bucks Nation, aka friends and family. What's good with y'all? Never forget about the people. What's good, Bucks Nation? Friends and family, what's good? Just had to chop it up with the people real quick. Just wanted to go live and talk about this for a little bit, see what y'all thought about the first game. You know, I'm always happy when it's some basketball going on. That just let me know when summer league starts, the season is right around the corner. So yeah, it's just, hey, this is just the warm up, just the precursor. So we getting warmed up for the season. So appreciate everybody tapping in. Before we get into the stats and stuff, let's see who's in the building. We're going to talk about some of this summer league action. Pass in the building. What's good? Chris B in the building. What's good? My boy Pass out of New Jersey. Chris B out of Ohio. Janet MOC, what's good? Daniel Joseph, what's good, bro? Luke, what's good? Sandra Stevenson, what's good? Gibson Nicholas, straight out of Bahamas, what's good? Appreciate you tapping in. Oh, Dr. Smith in the building, what's good? B-Shack in the building, what's good? Tony Green, Nikos, what's good? Brandon King Carter has joined us today, what's good? Dre West, what's good, famo? Tony Tom, my boy Matt in the building. Bears Bucks, what's good? Appreciate you tapping in, bro. The Bleacher Report boss is in the building, what's good? All right. Let's get started here. So what did y'all think? Hey, second half, hey, Beauchamp was looking impressive. He had his moments. The only problem I had with Beauchamp today, and I think we were talking about it during the game, is he took a few hero shots. They were a little bit out of his skill set. I think he needs to be mindful of shot selection as well. He wants to make sure that he's taking shots within his skill set. But I thought that Beauchamp looked well. I thought that Rollins played well. Chris Livingston, he's gonna get some minutes. He playing some good defense, swarming around the ball. Hey, Livingston looked legit. And now do y'all feel differently about AJ Johnson now? Do y'all feel a little bit differently about AJ Johnson? He clearly has some skills, y'all. Ty Washington, your spot is clearly gone, bro. AJ Johnson's out there looking good, looking real good. I'm impressed with how that young man was playing. Really impressed. You could see the athleticism, explosiveness. He played really well out there. Defensively, Rollins, Livingston was out there making some plays. It was just a lot of hacking. First game of Summer League, so you don't want to put too much into it. But I did like the aggression on defense. I did like the switching. The offense looked a little shaky, but you could kind of see what they were trying to do. We're going to need a few more games to kind of see how things kind of pan out, what we're really trying to do. But I do see, at least defensively, there's a lot more aggression defensively, for sure. And that's what we wanted to see. What are these young guys? They can move, they can jump. That put back dunk by Andre Jackson Jr., he low-key should be in the dunk contest. His hops are ridiculous. Jackson Jr. hops are ridiculous. That putback dunk, I think right before halftime, was crazy. His head is literally like above the rim, like that his athleticism is off the charts. is definitely off the charts. But let's get to some of these numbers real quick. Then I'm going to open up the lines here in a moment. So Bucks did lose 89-96 to the Chicago Bulls. And we're looking at our team. That's really what we're focusing on this summer league. AJ Johnson was aggressive, 5 of 15, 2 of 9 from 3, 1 of 3 from the free throw line. He had 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 turnovers to be expected, 13 points. Livingston played solid. 4 of 7, 21 minutes, 1 of 1 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 8 rebounds. He did have a nice block, 11 points. We didn't get too much from Baji in 20 minutes he put up. He did have 9 rebounds, 1 steal, 2 blocks. Not bad considering. And Andre Jackson Jr., 3 of 8, 0 of 5 from 3. Jackson Jr. Achilles heel is really shooting. He has to figure that out. If Lonzo Ball was able to turn it around from shooting poorly to shooting over 40% from 3, I think Andre Jackson Jr., if he puts in the paint, can also be a solid 3-point shooter. But he did struggle today, 0 of 5, but look, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, filling up the stat sheet. He did have 4 turnovers, 6 points. Beauchamp, not the most efficient, but I do like the aggression. He played 30 minutes, 7 of 18, 2 of 7, 6 of 7 from the free throw line, aggressively taking it to the rack. 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals, 22 points. Smith looks solid too. Our draft picks this year, they looking real good, y'all. To me, I feel like I'm happy with our draft picks from this year. Smith looks good too. 5 of 10, 2 of 6, 6 rebounds, 1 block, 1 turnover, 12 points. Rollins was solid, especially he played some good defense too. Had 11 points. Ty Washington had 9 points, but I just don't see him being on the roster. A big difference in this game was clearly free throws. The hacking that we were doing in the ticky tack files they were getting is crazy. They shot almost 40 free throws is insane. 40 free throws is insane. And they were only 7 of 23 from the 3-point line, 39%. We shot 41, 28% from 3, and we only shot 16 free throws. I mean, that was really the difference in the game, is the free throw shooting and also the turnovers. We had 18 turnovers. Like, that's crazy to their 9. We were definitely careless with the ball and things like that, but that's to be expected. This is summer league. You're figuring it out. You got guys trying to make a name for themselves and things like that. But when you peel the layers back, you can definitely see the good that we have as far as in Rollins. Looks like he's solid. Smith looks like he's solid. Beauchamp looked better. Jackson Jr., AJ Johnson, Livingston. We got some players. We need to make some room on this roster for these players to be able to get their shine on. We need to find a way to get rid of Pat. Even if it's just waiving Pat, we need to get rid of Pat. We need to get rid of all of these old dudes. Let these young dudes run. Do you see the energy, athleticism that they were showing out there? That's what we are poorly missing, is the athleticism. And I think that from these last 2 drafts, we should have a nice bench now, just from these last 2 drafts and the people we acquired in the offseason so far with Horst. We're going to be very solid, very, very solid defensively. I am not too worried about that. I am still worried about us having a reserve big man, but I'm liking the young dudes, y'all. I don't know what y'all saying in the chat right now. I'm about to get into it in a minute, but hey, I'm liking what I'm seeing from the young guys, y'all. I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic. Where Mr. Cool at? I know he don't like the young dudes. Where you at, Mr. Cool? Mr. Cool don't like the young dudes one bit. He don't want to hear nothing about that unless they've been in the league 15 years. He don't want to hear nothing about them playing with the Bucks. Shout out to Mr. Cool, my guy. But like I said, our draft picks from this year have immediately come in and showed they got something. Like Johnson Jr. Hey, AJ Johnson is going to be a problem in a few years. He might be a problem sooner than that, but you can see his skill set clearly. And Smith, clearly. Hey, Livingston is gonna be fighting for playing. The young Bucks and the Dobermans, they coming, y'all. They coming, and I feel confident with the rejuvenation of this Bucks roster with the youth that we've acquired over the last few years. I really feel good about it. Really feel good. Let me get to this comment section, see what Bucks Nation talking about. after this first summer league game. Salute to y'all. Let me start from the top here. Facts pass. Shout out to pass. Transition is something these guys all do really well. Could run with Giannis. Exactly. Chris B, my boy Chris B in the chat said, we about to see. What up, Chris B? Janet MOC said, I'm kind of feeling this Galloway guy. Yeah, like I forgot to mention him. Yeah. The youth in general, like I said, we've acquired some very solid prospects at the very least over the last couple years, including the guys we got this year from Nigeria. The Bucks are building at least a youth funnel of talent. Now, in my boy Gibson voice, it'll be up to the management and organization to have a development program. Salute to my boy Gibson. Hey, Gibson, they got to get that development program, fam. Now there's some talent. Now it needs to be allowed to mature like Giannis did. But we have some talent on this roster, for sure. For sure. My boy Daniel Joseph said AJ Johnson did do nothing to stand out. Looks like he deer in the headlights. That's not true. I don't feel like that. I feel like for his first game he played well, bro. I don't want to. No. And he'll play even better as time goes on. I think he played well. Chris B said coach needs to figure out how to have Tyler Smith closing. Tyler Smith is nice, bro. He's nice. He already looked ready. Chris B said, damn, they shot Trump at his rally. Yeah, publicity stunt. Well, this ain't a political channel, but you got to, peel the layers back on that one, too. Salute to you. Daniel Joseph said, yep, Marjan is hurt. Yeah, I saw he hurt. I just don't know what happened. I don't know if anybody got information in the chat. Pass. Chris B, any of y'all got any information? Let me know. Janet MOC said too many foul calls. Yeah, they was hacking. They shot almost 40 free throws. You're not going to lose a lot. That was like the Celtics getting 40 free throws shooting. Yeah, like that was crazy. But they were hacking, but I'm not going to say that some of those were earned. Okay, Luke said Marjan in the Bucks press conference room said that he's good. Okay, appreciate that, Luke. Appreciate you. Daniel Joseph, yep, they're young. Yeah, we got to take that with a grain of salt. I'm just looking at the athleticism, the willingness to go for loose balls, hustling on defense, trying hard. That's what I'm looking at effort right now. Rollins got the higher ceiling. No, Rollins is nice. I'm shouting out all them young dudes. They all look like they got something. We'll see if they could turn into starters or role players, but they all seem like they got something though. Sandra Stevenson said, what's good, Bucks Nation, friends and family? Absolutely. What's good, man? Gibson Nicholas said, salute to Pass. Absolutely. What up, Gibson? What up, Pass? Hey, y'all, too. Maybe we really got a chance at getting Gary Trent Jr. He hasn't signed with anybody else, so maybe we might get him. I just want to throw that out there. I keep seeing people trying to offer him contracts. He's not taking it, so maybe the Bucks do have a chance at Gary Trent Jr., so y'all keep y'all eyes peeled for that. Chris B said, Bucks Nation, what's good? Daniel Joseph said, Rollins just scored on a great and one type play. Pull him, huh? They gotta let Daniel Joseph, they gotta let all these players get a certain amount of playing time to see what they got. Yes, if you're hot, you would want to stay in, but this is summer league. They've already obviously seen enough from you. You getting hot, you cooking. Okay, we know you was cooking. Let's see if so and so got something to take. This is summer league, not regular season. So some players might be on a minutes restriction. Some might get a gang of minutes just to see if they're worthy of being on the team. So just take that with a grain of salt, though, Daniel Joseph. But I understand where you're coming from. Janet said we can't go ahead from all these unnecessary fouls. This is just the first summer league game, Janet MOC. It's gonna be a little sloppy. I expect the Bucks to be a lot better as far as not committing as many fouls in the next tomorrow. In tomorrow's summer league game. We'll see. Dale Joe said, can Marjan close? I think he has the ability to. I think he does. I think he does. Chris B said Bulls center been killing us, man. Yeah, Bulls got a couple players out there. They definitely got a Buzelis, Stewart. They got some dudes out there. They definitely got some dudes. For sure. But hey, like I said, it's summer league. The first game, we'll just see how it turns out. And I'm also watching Marjan's production closely because this is exactly what he did last summer league. It might even be the same amount of points if somebody could cross check that for me. He had 22 points today. I feel like that's what he had in last year's first summer league game, and then he played well the second one, then bombed the rest of the way. So I'm watching. I'm taking everything Marjan's doing with a grain of salt for these first two games. I need to see sustained, consistent performance from Marjan before he is out of the true doghouse. We want Marjan to win, but he has to want to win. So we want to see Marjan with consistent, great play over this entire summer league schedule, not just one or two games. We need to see consistent Marjan. The man passed said he wanted to feel something. That was his girl. Man's having a moment. Y'all are wild. Shout out to y'all. Janet MLC said at least they played without fading out. Yeah, I don't think it was a bad loss. Dr. Smith in the house said Bucks family was good. Said Amara's Logic family. Yes, sir. Salute, salute. About to open these lines in a minute. Look at my boy B Shack in the building. What up, B Shack? Don't get excited. Marjan is getting traded. Damn, B Shack. He might be. He might be. I'm not. I can see that. But I would love to see him excel with a Bucks uniform. But that's very possible, B Shack. Just watching the first half, AJ Johnson is going to be really good. I'm telling you, probably had the highest ceiling of all the young guys. You can see why he was spoken of so highly and was also considered to possibly be a lottery pick player. I'm liking him. And like the chat was saying, Galloway looked like all the young guys look like they got something that could contribute at least a lot more than what we had last year. Even if we were to go in with this team as is, it would be better than last year. We would be better than last year, no matter what. Tony Green was good. Tyler Smith is definitely a draft steal. Absolutely. Absolutely. He might mess around and get some playing time this year. For real. My boy Nikos in the house said, greetings, Bucks Nation. Greetings, Nikos. Salute, salute. Nico said Marjan looking good out there as well as a new draft. That's what I'm saying. Like, if it wasn't for the hacking, we would have won this game. But you can't let anybody shoot 40 free throws. Like, that's crazy. 40 free throws. My boy Brandon King Carter in the building said, I agree with everyone. Yeah, hey, these are all solid points. I'm with you too, Brandon. My man Dre West in the building said, salute, salute. What up, Dre West? Good to see you, famo. Gibson says, salute to Dr. Smith, the legend of the chat, or should I say the godfather of the game of basketball. There we go. Shout out to Dr. Smith. What up? Tony Tone said Tyler Smith stood out to me. I think, yeah, he looked good, bro. He looked good. Hey, he looked like a problem. I know Pass was big upping him a lot, too. My boy Matt said, yo, what up, Matt? My boy Gibson said, Amber, the president of the chat, salute. You and the vice president, Bleach Report, boss. Yes, sir. Salute, salute. My man, Mr. 414, made it in the building, said, what's good, Bucks Nation? What's good? Hey, y'all, you know what, though? I was just happy to see movement on defense. People actually having speed, jumping, diving for loose balls. That just made me so excited to see we could have that, just that part of the game back. We had no athleticism last year. We couldn't get rebounds. We couldn't dive for loose ball. We just couldn't move. We looked stiff out there. These young dudes jumping all out of the building. I mean, we need this. We need this influx of youth to extend the Bucks window. So Tyler Smith, AJ Johnson, Jackson Jr. Y'all gonna have to cook, bro. It's time. Bears Bucks breakdown. What's good, yo? Put me on. Let's talk about it. I'm gonna put the link in the chat in a minute, bro. Salute. My boy, the Bleacher Report boss said, "What up, chat? What up, bro? Appreciate you tapping in." My boy, Dr. Smith said, "Hey, Queens, New York, yeah. You know we gotta shout out your people, bro. Shout out to Queens." My boy Bucks and Four Podcast said AJ got a lot of potential on both ends. The shots will fall. Tyler could be our starting small forward after Chris. Marjan was hooping. People need to stop hating on him. Ajax offense hasn't improved at all, and that's the problem. Shout out to Bucks and Four Podcast, bro. Salute to you, bro. Like what you doing out here in the streets. That last part is what's most concerning. Ajax offense hasn't improved at all in the offseason. It just hasn't improved. I agree. The Coop Show was good. Marjan is terrible. He's a G League MVP. Come on, man. We're not going to do that. We're not going to slay my homie like that. Come on, fam. We're not doing that. Let me put the link in the chat. Marjan got skills. We just not going to do that now. Come on, y'all. Link in the chat. Tap in. Let's chop it up. Oh, hold on. My boy made it in the chat. Saul Cali. What up, fam? I didn't see you slide in. What's good, bro? Hey, no, Saul Cali. We've been giving Chris Livingston his props. No. Know what? We're not sleeping on him. Maybe some other people are. We're not sleeping on him, bro. We're not sleeping on him at all, bro. We are not sleeping on him at all. All right, y'all. I'm going to tap y'all in here in a moment. Salute. Let me tap in first, my boy Pass, and I'm going to tap y'all in here in a moment. So, Pass.
Let's go.
Salute to Jersey. What up?
What's up, man?
All right, what up? So, tell me, hey, what'd you feel about the game so far? We got a couple of people in the waiting room. I'm going to tap them in, but I want to chop it up with you first for a moment here, Pass. So, tell me what your thoughts are.
Tyler Smith to me was probably the biggest highlight of the two young guys. I definitely think he's way more NBA ready compared to AJ.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, I do like AJ, but I don't know how well he'll do in our system. Is my problem right now. Like he looks like a fine NBA player. I don't think he's the worst pick that he could have gotten.
Right.
But it's very obvious he's still not ready yet. He has good. His athleticism is really good, so he has good speed.
Yeah, that speed. Yeah, that first step is serious. Yeah, that first step.
He has the mentality, so that's something that I do like. That he has the mentality to be aggressive. The problem is that he's kind of too aggressive at times.
Yeah, but that's that's just being young. Yeah. I get it.
I do like that. I mean, he also did say he wants to be the best player in the league. He also did say he wants to be the GOAT. So like, there's that.
Hey, you gotta shoot for the stars, don't you, Fast? Come on, man.
Him and Tyler Smith both said some crazy things. Tyler Smith's like, yeah, I'm gonna do something light. Tyler Smith's like, yeah, I'm gonna do something light.
They need a publicist. Hey, they need a publicist.
Tyler Smith said, like, I'm gonna do something light. I'm just gonna be a 5-time All-Star. I'm like, you know how many people are 5-time All-Stars? It ain't that many.
I like the enthusiasm though. Hey, we gotta like the enthusiasm for the young dudes.
It is good that they're saying that though.
Right.
There's a lot. The young guys are interesting.
We gotta talk about Livingston too, though. Livingston played well, and Rollins played well defensively.
Livingston looks way better this year compared to last year. He looked terrible last year. He looked unplayable at the time. Now I can see him being in our rotation. Obviously I don't think he's gonna have major minutes. He's not gonna get playoff time, but he'll get minutes, at least regular season. If Doc is listening, that's Doc, so we don't know.
Right. But Doc has to turn over a new leaf. I'm telling you, he's not gonna be that same fool he's been. I promise you. We'll see a difference.
I don't know. People have been saying that for a long time, man. So I'm
speaking into existence. Bro. Hey, hold on 1 second. Let me get the homie Saul Cali super chat. Hey, Saul Cali, appreciate the $1.99 super chat, bro. Says salute and appreciate it, bro. Appreciate the 199 for that, bro. Salute, my man saw Cali. Yeah, I thought Livingston played well. Rollins made some good defensive plays. Marjan looks solid, but like I said, I always take Marjan with a grain of salt because he's done this the last couple of summer league runs where he plays good the first couple games and falls off a cliff. So I'm gonna wait for further judgment on Marjan. But
I
I'm
need game
happy he
2.
scored 20.
I need a second game for Marjan to for sure know what he's going to do next year.
Marjan can't be trusted.
He's either like the perfect player you want on this team or the worst player you want on this team. He has no in between. He's not just okay.
Feast or famine, bro. He's feast or famine.
He's either really great, like third quarter, he was hooping his ass off on third quarter.
Right.
Everything else, he looked terrible. He was not great in.
Right.
They also all shot really badly from three. Like every single person
both teams though. It was the free throws. 37 free throws what killed us. Let me tap in the homie here. Bears Bucks breakdown. Hold on one second.
This is gonna be fun.
Let me
he makes some videos too. If you go check,
I'm gonna tap his in here. Hold on.
You got check his
videos
out.
What's going on, bro? I think it's the first time you've tapped in before. How you doing, man?
I'm pretty good, but I don't like these young guys the way y'all do. I feel like John Horst has been missing on draft picks for like the last decade, and we're in like this cycle as Bucks fans, right? Where like the first year or two, these guys get drafted, and all Bucks fans are just hopeful, like you got to wait for it to develop. And then 4 or 5 years from now, you realize Horst draft picks never pan out, and then everybody's on to the next rookies, just waiting on them to develop, and it never happens. And like we lost to the Bulls today. The Bulls had nobody that's going to be in their rotation next year. They had Buzelis, who's the 11th pick, and then nobody. Like there was not that much that we should be excited about. We got to keep it real here as Bucks fans. This dude John Horst is not drafting well. There's some things I liked. I don't want to just keep rambling, but I just need to give that perspective. We need to keep things real for a second.
What we're saying is compare. If you look at our team from last year, right? Even if this is our team, we will be better just on athleticism alone. Just on athletic. You're telling me none of these guys are better than Jay Crowder? You telling me none of these guys are better than Pat C? Come on, man. We can't do that now.
All right, so
Pat
you're
C
saying that.
Come on now. We're not going to do that.
But listen for a second. Okay. Last year, Adrian Griffin, he played the young guys a pretty good amount, right?
Right.
At the first half of the season.
Right.
Our defense got tremendously worse because young and athletic and long doesn't just equal better defense. Because Beauchamp would get in those games. Andre Jackson, too, the first half of the season. I was at the Knicks game Christmas Day. They would put them in, try to like get them to give us a defensive spark. They would overplay. They get backdoored, and like they don't know when to switch. And so like,
that's how you grow as a young player. You got to make mistakes. You're not gonna come in and just know everything. That's why you need to get that playing time to learn from those mistakes. Hold on 1 second, Bear, before you keep going. Hold on 1 second. Hey, Coop, I don't see no camera on, bro. Hey, turn your camera on so I can see you. Otherwise, I can't tap you in, bro. There we go. All right. Oh, Coop, I don't see your camera on, bro. Everybody else, I see you. I'll tap y'all in here in a minute. Hold on 1 second. Coop, when you get your camera on, let me know. I'm going to tap in a long time Buck supporter, Giannis supporter from Nigeria.
He's back. He's back.
Let's get it started.
Yes.
Let's get it started.
I am so excited.
Before
man.
you get into
it, my goat is here. Shitty, how you been, man?
Before you get started, before you go into it, we gotta salute my man, Chitty from Nigeria. Appreciate you tapping in. Good to see you. I hope things are going well. Hey, y'all, salute the Chitty. We ain't seen him in a minute online. Salute. Hey, we just talking about the Summer League game. Chitty, I'm going to let my man Barrett finish cooking. Then I'm going to have you tap in and we'll go back around again. And Coop, I see you in the green room, but I don't see no camera on, fam. So as soon as you get your camera on, I'll put you in a rotation, bro. Go ahead, Barrett. Then we're going to go to Chitty.
Yeah, so last thing I would say, Tyler Smith looked great, so I want to say that.
Okay, so you do like one young guy because you was on some Mr. Cool stuff for a minute. Okay,
no,
all right.
It needs to be balanced. It needs to be balanced because y'all are acting like that was just like some great performance when like Beauchamp's going into year 3 as a first-round draft pick. He shouldn't even be there.
I agree.
Is there, it should be easy for him, and it wasn't easy for him, so that's bad. Like we got to keep it real when stuff is bad. Tyler Smith looked great, and the last thing, AJ Johnson, like. There's some positives, but we can't act like he shot like 20% overseas on low attempts. He shot like 50% from the free throw line,
Right.
and like he's continuing to shoot poorly, 1 of 9 from 3. Like those are troubling things. We can't just say because he had a couple transition layups that it was some great game. There's some reasons to be
Yeah, he
hopeful,
was
but
2
it
of
wasn't
9
like
from 3.
overall that good.
He was 2 of 9 from 3. Yeah, yeah.
What?
I mean, but
1 of
that's
9, I think. But,
no.
okay, maybe my
I'm
bad.
looking at the
No,
stats right
he
now.
had
2
two.
of 9.
He had two.
That
Okay,
yeah,
my
2
bad.
of
My
9.
bad.
Yeah, 2 of 9. Hold on 1 second. Let me just get this super chat.
Yeah,
Hold on
y'all
1
can
second,
cook.
y'all.
I just wanted to balance it out a little bit.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second, Bear. I know more than you. I appreciate the $5 super chat. Bear, the young guys playing weren't the reason for bad defense. It was the schemes. Furthermore, a stop, small sample size isn't enough. That's fair point. Okay. Hey, you over here. Hey, we got some legends over here. Hey, Bear. Hey, you gonna have
They
to
had a
stand
problem
on
with
that stuff,
Budenholzer's
bro.
schemes too, and then they bring up somebody to change the schemes, and then it's not the players' fault. It's not John Horst drafting the players. It's the new coach, and then they bring in Doc Rivers. It's going to be his fault too. It'll never be the guys bringing in the players. It's never the players. It's the coach. That's why
It's
we
a
keep going
mix.
through coaches.
No.
Admit the real problem.
That there's fair point to that. Now that
It's a mix of both.
we've had some busts at draft picks, but I think the last 2 years we've at least have some players that can play in the NBA. They can
It's
That's
play
a
in the
low
NBA.
bar. Our 2 best players, Chris and Giannis, John Horst did not bring in.
This is true.
He's done the bare minimum. But I'm sorry, we got other people. I'm gonna leave. But
Okay, I appreciate you
unless you,
tapping in, though, Bear.
yeah,
Stick
I
around,
don't
bro,
want to
for
take
real.
over your stream. I
You
don't
know
want to
that's
take over
all
your
good,
stream.
bro. Appreciate you, bro. All right, bro,
Appreciate
go.
you. Peace.
All
Have a
right,
good one.
all right. Let me see if this dude Coop in here. Chitty, hold on. Let me make sure. Let me see if this dude legit up in here. All right, Coop, we can see you, bro. We see like your arm or something. Hey, you straight, bro?
What'd
Oh,
you
that's
say?
your thumb. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. All right. All right. We got you. You in the dark though, bro. So we can see some. Get your lighting together. I'm gonna put you back in the green room. Just get your lighting together, bro. All right. Go ahead. Go ahead, Chitty. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second, Chitty.
Hold on.
All right.
I
There
think
you
he's good.
go.
Yeah,
All right.
he's good.
Go ahead, Chitty.
Hey, it's been a while. I want to say greetings to the family. Amara, thank you for what you do. And Pass, you've been doing a great job. I really appreciate. This is one family, and
It's good to see you,
first of all,
man. I'm glad you're back.
Right.
I
Facts.
hope.
Facts.
Yeah.
I lost my wife, and
Mhm.
I
it's
know
been
that's hard, man.
painful. Yeah, I've been trying to
Hey, but
heal
you
from
hear
that.
with friends and family, condolences with you. You know, we've been shouting you out for weeks. Chitty, I don't know if you've been seeing, but we've been shouting you out, bro. For real, for real. We knew that was a
Yeah.
difficult time. Glad to kind of see you, pop it back out again. So salute to that, Chitty.
Trust me, I feel the love right here. I feel the love every day, and I appreciate. Thank you for the well wishes and prayers.
Oh,
Thank you.
absolutely. Did you get a chance to watch the game today, Chitty?
Just highlights. So I saw Mahjong Poker.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I think I like what I saw from Andrew Jackson. But kind of like the way he was putting those passes, especially in the opponent's court. I
Right.
I think I think one of the things that I feel that we would maybe get better at with this young core is more of giving them the winning mentality. I think one of the person who has that is kind of like Andrew Jackson Jr.
Yeah,
I
correct.
don't think Bochan does have that winning mentality based on where Jackson Jr. is coming from. He's coming from the college team where they won something last season, I guess so. Or they won the championship last season. And so I see that in him. I see that he influences the game and does everything possible to always want to be
Hey
and
yo,
put the team at the
Amara.
best position
Yeah,
to win.
yeah. Go ahead, bro. Hold on 1 second. Go ahead, bro.
You want me to go?
Yeah. Hey, can you turn? I can't see you we can't see you at all, fam. You gotta get some light on in here, bro.
Can you see me?
No, yeah, no, we can't
Hold
see
up.
you. Yeah, you gotta get some light, bro. Get your light together, fam, so we can chop it up. There you go. There you go.
They had the whole lights off.
Right. He is risen from the bat cave. Go ahead, bro. What you think about the game? We seeing ceiling. We at least see some light though. We seeing some light.
It's I don't, if you don't want to see your face, it's fine.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Okay, how you feeling, bro? There you go. All right, bro. You kind of look like Trippie Redd and whatnot, but go ahead, bro.
What are you doing?
Go ahead, bro.
I feel like Tyler Smith go probably be in a second group for real. Like he
Okay,
feel
so
like
you think he gonna come off the bench? You think he'll? Okay.
Yeah. Chris Middleton replacement.
Okay, in the long run, I can
Johnson
see that. That's fair. I think a lot of people were saying that pass. Did you say that in the chat? I saw people were saying that.
I didn't say he'd be Chris Middleton replacement. I do think he could be a Bobby replacement very easily, though.
What you think about that? Cool, Bobby replacement?
Maybe. Bobby can't play no defense.
I didn't say it, y'all.
I
didn't say that, y'all. I talk about the defense, but Bobby's value though, Chitty, he only getting like 10, 11 million. He putting up almost a double-double. The value that you're getting for Bobby's contract is really outstanding. The value.
Let me state this, Amara. Let me state this, right? So I like Bobby. I like Giannis. I like every other Bucks player.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they've done an incredible job for the last 3-5 years. So from the 2021, I'm talking about the guys who were there. I like what they've contributed. But there are times when things could look still based on the kind of like routine that has been happening for a while. And I think if you look at Bobby when he got to Milwaukee Bucks from Chicago, and you look at what he has really like done, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would say he has elevated his game, but for now, with what we're looking for that next championship, we need a next level of a caliber of player. And I don't think Bobby has tapped into that yet. The 3 playoffs against the Celtics in 2022, last season against the Miami Heat, and this one that just ended against the Pacers, we could all see that Bobby fell short in all of them. Now, excluding that of the championship in 2021, where he had to come off bench because he really did not have to contribute so much. So more or less like Bud was him as somebody who will come as a substitute when other guys who are the main 5 were a bit tired. And I think it was for PJ Tucker and other people that they were replacing him for. So the thing is, Bobby hasn't elevated his game to that point where we would say he is a player that would secure a second championship for Milwaukee Bucks. I love him as a guy, as a player, but there are times when you have to say, you know what, reality check. This is what we've seen from you. This is what we are expecting from a player like this at this point in time. And at this point in time, we can say, on just a lighter note and a peaceful note, like a thank you for your service to Milwaukee Bucks. And I think Bobby is one of those players that I would do that to. And I'll give him a good, beautiful kiss on the cheek while I do that. And I think John Ross should do that also to Bobby. And then we can trade him. Now, reason why is because you're not affecting the team in terms of winning. Look at the last playoffs against the Pacers. We had Pacers in the in-season tournament. Bobby, you fell short. You were locked up and you could not rebound. We had still the same Pacers in the playoffs. Bobby, you still fell short. So there are just some things that if you want to, they say it's stupidity and foolishness when you keep on doing the same thing and expecting a different result, right? So if we keep thinking, oh, Bobby's salary is at this point, and because there is no other player in the NBA that would receive this kind of salary we're paying to Bobby, then we should keep him. I don't think that's a realistic goal for a team that is chasing their second championship. I think what we need to do is look for the pieces that we truly want that will fit in for a contending team as Milwaukee Bucks for that second championship. And I don't see Bobby fitting into that for this current scheme. That's my own humble opinion.
Okay. Pass, what you think about that?
Partially agree. I think Bobby still has a spot in this team, but I wouldn't be completely like shocked if he gets traded. Now,
No,
also
agreed.
you need good value for him because what he does for us is very huge. Where he's
Right.
literally he's the only person who gives us offense off the bench.
That's
Everyone
what
else
I'm
has
saying. Yeah.
Everyone has done nothing. Maybe this year might be different because we have two actual better pieces, and you could possibly get Gary Trent as well,
Right.
or even Lonnie Walker. You could probably get if you traded Bobby for Lonnie Walker. I would absolutely do that.
Yeah, for that I would do that.
That I don't mind doing, but that's the only way. That's the only person I'd do it for. No one else I could really think could give you the same amount of thing. You also lose a big man as well. That's another thing. Yeah.
Sorry, I would trade Bobby for Dennis Schroeder. That guy is a great. Yes, that guy is a very look. Just apart from what he's doing for his country, which is Germany, what he has done in terms of Raptors and where he is currently, I think that's kind of a missing piece we're looking for. He can create his own offense and he can also distribute the ball. You understand? Like Bobby is just there to now. This is one of the things. This was one of the complaints that we had just last season about Bobby. They pass the ball to you. You see, you don't have a chance to shoot that ball. Instead of you to pass to an open man, you take that unnecessary shot, and then what's the name? It's ineffective, and then it's added points to the opponent team because when they rebound it, because it was a bad shot, they rebound it, they go score. And so if this is what we're talking about, efficiency in players. Giannis has great efficiency, and I don't want to talk about Giannis because it seems like it's all about Giannis.
That's all true though.
Yes, Giannis has great efficiency.
That's eventually the league. That's 100% true.
Exactly. But when you see Bobby, you get to see that he takes even more shots, almost double the shots Giannis takes, and then has low points with that. So what that simply means is that is more of quantity than quality, and a player like that is affecting the team in terms of winning. Because when you take bad shots and you give that ball to the opponent and the opponent rebound it, because we don't have great offensive rebounders or neither defensive rebounders. So when you take those bad shots while you know that your team is lacking in offensive rebounders, you're giving the team a higher edge.
It's a fast break opportunity.
Yeah, exactly to win that game.
I'll say this,
and that's what has happened since regular season to the playoffs about Bobby.
We can't trade Bobby and then not have anybody that can produce off the bench at least double figures. That's my problem. Bobby is the only person we've had on this bench the last couple years that can score in double figures consistently. Pat can't do that. Crowder couldn't do that. Beasley couldn't do that. None of these dudes could do that besides Bobby. We're going to trade Bobby. I need to know that whoever we have left, there's at least two people that can score double figures consistently because our bench last year was a joke. It was atrocious. I mean, there was games where we had less than 20 total points from the bench, and Bobby had 15. And then somebody have 2, somebody have 3. So that's all I'm saying is Bobby was our whole bench last year by himself. So we trade him. I need somebody back that's going to be able to produce. That's how I feel.
I don't. Sorry, Amara. I don't agree that Bobby was our whole bench. I'm sorry to say, but I don't agree on that. I can count so many matches, games that were played where Bobby was no show,
That
and
happened.
in fact, not just only Bobby, Bobby including the bench. And the truth is, I don't understand why we don't actually point out those flaws of games that Bobby will play very, there are a lot
Yes.
of games where Bobby scored only single points
That has
and he
happened.
was
Uh,
just running all around the
there's
court.
something I would
That,
probably relate to that. It's more so we also never had a, a point guard off the bench either. Cam Tom like have Beverly came yeah
Campaign.
Cam
Yeah.
he wasn't really great at facilitating with other people. Patrick Beverly's not really known for his passing or like that. Like yeah, he
Right.
knows where to tell everyone to go, but that's really it. And he's more known for defense. Delon Wright's the same thing kind of too, so you kind of have the same issue still. Maybe
well,
a that's
Bobby,
my main thing. No, it's
the
also
truth
that.
is,
Hold on
Go
one
the
ahead.
second.
truth
Hold on
is,
one second,
Bobby
Chitty.
would.
Let Pass finish his statement. We're gonna go to you, Chitty, and then we're gonna go to our man out of the Bahamas, Gibson Nicholas. But go ahead, Pass, and then you, Chitty.
The thing with Bobby is more so like I definitely agree. He takes so many bad shots and he takes way too many than he should. The problem is that he's only the person who gives you any offense on the thing, especially with how our players played.
That's all we're saying, Chitty.
Yeah, when Bobby was set to be our when Giannis was out or anyone else was out and Bobby had to step up to the starting lineup, the bench gave you nothing. They had free reign to do whatever they wanted and they still didn't do it. So that's the problem.
Right.
We have no one else. If we had someone else on the bench with Bobby, if some of these young guys started showing up, AJ Green is probably the only one I have.
Correct. That's it. AJ Green. That's a great point. That's the problem. So that's why we're scared to give up Bobby. We don't know who's gonna pick up. We already have problems with the bench. Now we get rid of our best bench player. Who is gonna pick up that slack, Chitty? Yes, we got the young guys and we think they can, but we don't know yet. Bobby is a proven commodity, and that is our hesitation in trading Bobby.
Yep, that and we have two guys who are both our bigs who should take one of the worst shots I've ever seen. I keep seeing every single time I go on Twitter, I always see the same play of Dame asking for the ball. He's on the other side, completely open. No one's even guarding him. You see Bobby doing his
his dribble, pow. Yep, that's true.
Passes back to Pat. Pat passes back to him. Everyone else is around him. Ajax is cutting in the middle. He is open underneath the basket.
He has low basketball IQ.
And then he shoots the ball. Everyone else is open, and you still shoot it.
Yeah,
Dame was out there doing jumping jacks. Be like, hey, I'm open. Pass me the ball. I'm on the good side. I'm on the wing. This is where I shoot from normally.
No, Bobby got low basketball. It's just his production offensively.
His energy. Brooke does that too.
Yeah, I agree.
Brooke just as much too. Brooke is honestly, out of the other two, I want Brooke way more traded than him.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I would want. Now, would you agree with that, Chitty? That you would want Brooke traded before Bobby?
I just want both of them traded out. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I know it. This is what we missed. Go ahead, Chitty.
This is what we missed, man. I love this.
Right, this is how you get the summer started right now. The return of Chitty. Go ahead, Chitty. And then we're going to go to Gibson.
Brothers, Gibson, peace and love to you. Brothers, I'm going to be.
Condolences to your family, Chitty, and may the Lord bless you and may God keep you. Amen. Welcome back. Pastor Mendo, salute.
Thank you.
The president, salute to you. We can get there. Let me let Chitty finish off.
Go ahead, Chitty. Respect. Go ahead, Chitty.
Respect. See, I'm going to say this, right? There is no way we want to keep Bobby and what's his name, Lopez.
Why are you smiling like that, saying that shit?
No, I'm trying to be as nice as possible to say this in the nicest way as possible.
No. We Chitty. We need authentic Chitty. We need authentic Chitty, man. I need the original. I need the authentic Chitty to go off.
Well, he gotta work himself back in. Hey, he gotta work himself back in. Like, you know what I'm saying? He gotta work himself back in the game. But go ahead, Chitty. Then we gonna have you give your piece, Gibson. Go ahead, Chitty.
Amara. See, if you watch the in-season tournament and the playoffs and you saw Bobby play, I don't think anybody. I feel maybe we should just go watch back the preview of those matches and then come back and tell me if Bobby is fit to still be a Milwaukee Buck. That's what I would say, because I feel that maybe sometimes when we watch matches and we lose or we get thrown out of the first round. I feel that
1 second, Chitty. I just put the link in the chat. Bleacher Report, boss. It's in there. All right, Dr. Smith, go ahead, Chitty.
Yeah, I feel like we tend to not really look into what some of these players did. So maybe after the game we're pissed off, or like, oh, Bobby, this, that, you're just so inefficient, blah, 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 and that. And then, couple of months down the line, we've forgotten about it. No, this guy, time in, time out, has always fallen short in the playoffs. And this is not about just me. It's in the record, it shows, right? So, to me, I don't see why you should keep him on that team. You're saying a player of the caliber of Bobby is receiving $10 to $12 million, which you feel that we're underpaying him. But please, are there not players in the NBA that are being underpaid and they're doing more than what they're supposed to do? Look at the Kings. Look at a lot of players there. How many of them are receiving the kind of salary that Bobby is receiving? And look at what they do. The previous playoffs before this last one, look at what they did in the playoffs. Look at how they carried that team to the semis. There are a lot of things that we keep on talking about, and I don't know why we're talking about them. Maybe because we got that championship in 2021, which I will not say is a mistake that we had that championship in 2021. But I don't see how Bobby is that important to the Milwaukee Bucks in terms of just scoring when he's so inefficient. And we can get players out there that are very efficient in scoring, and at the same time, team players have high IQ when playing the game. That's what we want. It helps. It is Giannis of the stress. Giannis is always injured because he's doing 60% of the team's work. And that is not fair, because when you put so much strain on him, he is not available in the playoffs. And people don't get to understand that these are the kind of things we talk about.
We've been saying that part is fair, Chitty. We were bringing that up, that, with the injuries and all that stuff, that it is adding more wear and tear on Giannis. I agree with you there.
It is. Because guess what? During the regular season, we keep on begging players like Bobby, Brook, Pat to play well, to come out and play games when you're being paid to play those games. And you don't do that, then Giannis takes up your own job, does it on the court, and then you come out and you what's his name, the Bobby guy, you don't do anything, but you start chanting to the crowd like as if you are the superstar player. Players that don't understand their position on the team, hitting your chest when you just score one, like two baskets, and you're hitting your chest like you scored the 15 or 30 points. What if you're hitting your chest? What should Giannis be doing? Giannis should be flying and rocketing on the sky, because he's the only one that scores more and wins even games for you guys. So to me, I think any Milwaukee Bucks fan would share the same sentiment with me, that Bobby is not really understanding the core of what he's supposed to do, have the winning mentality and influence games, and do what the team should do to win games.
We're in alignment though, Chitty. He does have low basketball IQ. I do agree with you there. But hold on 1 second. Let me let Gibson get his time in. Go ahead, Gibson. Hey, Pass, let me tap you out for a minute so I can tap in Dr. Smith before it get too late. Yeah. Okay, then I'm going to tap you back in. All right, bro. Thank you. Shout out to Pass.
I can leave also.
All right. Tap back in a minute, Pass. Let me just get Dr. Smith in here to chop it up. All right, there you go. All right. Appreciate you tapping in, Dr. Smith. We got Chitty in the building. He has returned. We got my man Gibson from the Bahamas on the mic right now. Let's go, Gibson. Tell me how you feel.
I am excited. First of all, let me salute to the Godfather, Dr. Smith, the legend of the chat. Chitty, welcome back, Chitty. We miss you in the chat. We miss you, Chitty, in the chat. I will shoot you now. It is time for Lopez and Pat to go. I was praying when Horse is going to make a trade. I was praying. I was getting on my knees and I begging. When are these players going to move off this team? But I just leave it in John Horsan. He is the GM. He'll know what is best for the team. But let's get to the Summer League. The Summer League, I was very impressed of what Tyler Smith did today. I am impressed. My guy, Chris Livingston, man, he impressed me. I am very impressed with those guys. Coming forward, I would love to see those guys in the rotation in the regular season. I would like to see them over there get more minutes, more playing time to help this team moving forward. I don't have much to say, but let me turn the floor over to the legend, Mr. Smith, and I can probably add a 2 cents in it. And while I speak, Mr. Smith, it's all yours. It is all yours.
Go ahead, sir.
Mr.
It's
Smith.
all on you.
Salute, everybody. Salute to the chat. I would just say, first and foremost, they're bigger things in basketball. I didn't know what you were going through, Chidi. God bless. I mean that sincerely. I hope that you're getting the help that you need to get through. Much bigger things in basketball, right? So I almost feel bad for jumping on the point that you were making about Bobby Portis. I got to jump on this point that you're making about Bobby Portis. But with love.
Well, right.
You know what I mean? Just like perspective first, right? In part, I hear what you're saying about Bobby Portis, right? Because I do not think that he's the perfect player, and he can sometimes, some of his deficiencies can be annoying to me as well. Sincerely, right? My problem with him is his lack of defense. There's certain times I just can't get past that. But it's the same thing with the Brook Lopez conversation. If you're gonna say it's time to move on from a player, you have to give me a viable option. Unless Dennis Schroeder can go play defense in the post. Now, mind you, I know that Bobby Portis doesn't play defense in the post, right? But at least he gives us the pretense that he can play defense in the post. And maybe, just maybe, every now and then he'll snatch us a rebound and whatnot. Dennis Schroeder is going to absolutely get run over. It's you cannot trade a big for a small, right? That's what's making it difficult for us to move off of Brook Lopez, even though it's probably time for us to really entertain that option. We are, at this point, a slave to our lack of options. If you can give me a viable candidate, I would be all for it. But the fact that Bobby Portis was the only scorer off of the bench, that is an indictment of our team. Our team was a mess last year. That was one of the ways that we were a mess. We were complete zeros. Pat Connaughton got us 0. Jay Crowder got us 0 because they did not develop Marjon Beauchamp and AJ Jackson.
Right.
Andre Jackson, excuse me. They got us 0. AJ Green was the only one that graduated from that to
I agree.
a higher level of. You see what I'm saying? So Bobby Portis, not only does he know that, but his coaches know that. There's a reason that he gets the ball and doesn't look at anybody else. Right? That's not necessarily always greed. That could be by mandate. Look, Bobby, we don't have anything else. We need you to go and get like 3 minutes. Right? You know what I mean? Get us 3 minutes so that Giannis can get some oxygen in. So Damian can get some oxygen in. Chris Middleton might not even be playing depending on the day of the week. Like if we just played the night before, Chris Middleton is not even available to us at all. We need those points. No one else is going to get it for us. This is real facts, right? And so when you go in there and you know that you're the number one option, that's exactly what you go to do. And if we're going to remedy that, it's not just Bobby Portis. You have to build up everything else so that we have a stronger unit, which brings me to the greater point of all of this, right? The Summer League and what we saw, the building up the better unit and whatnot, right? Because that's what all of this is about, building up the younger guys and whatnot. I did like what I saw from some of the guys, but it's evident that the homework assignments, these guys are not ready to turn their assignments in.
Correct.
Right? So,
correct.
Andre Jackson's homework assignment was to work on his shot. It's looking like he didn't even open that assignment up. Now, luckily, it's July and basketball doesn't start until late October. So you have a ways to go. But I was hoping that I would see some evidence that the minute we got put out by the Pacers, Andre Jackson immediately went into the gym and was putting up shots until his arms were ready to fall off.
But he has been putting in work since he left. That just maybe today was a bad game, because I talked to his Uber driver is actually in his chat, and he said that he took him to the airport to go work on his game like a month ago. So it might have just been a bad game, but I do know for an absolute fact that he was that he went down to Arizona, started training like damn near right after we lost. So maybe it's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some time.
We got to see.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing. Like, so I didn't watch like Dragon Ball Z when I was younger, but I'm not like completely unfamiliar, right? What is that move that they did when two characters can merge into one? They did
fusion.
Like,
DBZ fusion, okay. Yeah.
Okay, well, if Marjon Beauchamp could merge into Andre Jackson, then the conversation would be over, right? Because here's what I'm thinking, right? When I look at Marjon Beauchamp, when Beauchamp gets told that you're the number one option, very similar to Bobby Portis, right? When you're the guy, you're the number one option, his confidence goes through the roof. True. And all of a sudden he starts looking like an NBA viable player. He can get you an outside shot, he could put the ball on the court, get you a mid-range shot, he could take it to the rim, his confidence goes up, he's playing better defense, he looks like a viable player. The problem is that when you're on the court, depending on the lineup, when you're on the court with Damian and Giannis and Chris, sometimes you may not even be the third option. Right. So you need to be able to fit your offense around the guys that you have. And sometimes it seems like it takes him too long. And if you're not the number one option, can you get yourself going in that way? Even in this game, it wasn't until the third quarter that he started to cook, and he's supposed to be flooring these dudes.
Right. He's supposed to look like Kobe, like somebody said in the chat. I think it was Chris B. He's supposed to be looking like Kobe against these dudes.
Yep. Conversely, the other side of the coin, Ajax can fit immediately among guys who are other stars, because it seems like that's all he is a complementary piece, right? Which would work if you're always going to be on the court with Damian, with Giannis, with Chris and whatnot. The problem is another NBA level defense is going to see that. They're going to see that you can't shoot. And so eventually all they're going to do is drop off you and dare you to shoot. And now we're playing 4-on-5. So even if you are a good facilitator, you're going to make things that much more difficult, because no one's going to go for your shot when you fake. It's very much like Steph Curry, right? Steph Curry, all he got to do is flinch at the rim. People are jumping out the roof to try and block the shot. Right. Everything is easier to do that because you can shoot. Everything else is that much harder when you can't create your own shot, right? And so if Ajax, to me, it looks like once upon a time, he tried to initiate his own offense and was bad at it and got a complex. So what he does now is it's as if he overcompensates with everything else, which is a good thing, because he does not want to be the one with the ball in that moment. So I'll do everything else. I'll dive on the ground. I'll go and clean up the boards. I'll finish. I'll facilitate. Here, you take the ball. Everything else, because I don't want to be the one shooting. And while that is good, as long as you're with those other guys, you still need to have some competence as far as being able to create your own shot. So the both of them still have work to do. That's why AJ Green leapfrogged all of them, because AJ Green has the ability to come in and fit his shooting around other stars.
It doesn't matter who's on the court. He can get his money. Yeah, he can score no matter who. It don't matter who on the court. He can get to it. I agree with that.
His skill set fits immediately into the starters. Now, I wish I was on when the other brother Barrett was here.
Right.
Please come on tomorrow if I'm there. I got nothing to do tomorrow. We'll talk about it. Because he was kind of... AJ Johnson, the reason why I like him is because of everything that I just said. That brother can create his own shot, right? So the comparison that I saw that I've seen other people make was an early stage Jamal Crawford. I saw that comparison. I said, well, let me look at him and see if I see what everyone else is seeing. This dude has a very similar dribbling package as Jamal Crawford, right?
And the first step. He got a first step, too.
And can finish at the rim. and has an outside shot and has a mid-range shot. These are good building tools to start with. You're not expecting somebody to be Kobe Bryant in the summer league from game one. You're
Right.
just looking for potential, like what we saw with Tyler Smith. This dude, 6'11", was shooting from the outside.
Right.
Now, if we're talking about weaning stuff of the dependence on some of the players that we have that we might want to look away from, that could be your plan for Bobby Portis in the future.
Facts.
But not now.
Now, yeah, but in the future.
Now.
Right.
Right?
But
you're 6'11", you have wingspan, you could play defense, and you shoot from the outside. That's a good building place to start with.
I agree. Gibson, go ahead, Gibson. Yeah, no, I'm with you there. Go ahead, Gibson.
Mr. Smith and Amber and Chitty, your boy really surprised me today. I was shocked. I never expected that from him as a first-year draft class. Tyler Smith, man, he's going to be a problem. He's going to be a problem.
But everybody was saying in the draft that we got him in the second round, that was possibly the steal of the draft. That's possibly the steal of the draft. And it's looking like that with Tyler Smith. It's only one game. We have a very small sample size. But just coming off rip to play like that and that poise, it only bodes well moving forward with Tyler Smith, in my opinion.
Dontavian Wicks.
Yep. Yeah, Dontavian Wicks. There we go. We all the Packer comparison. That's how we do it. Right. Go ahead, Gibson. I'll finish your statement, Gibson. And then I'm gonna let B-Shack tap in here after your statement, Gibson. Go ahead.
Chris Livingston look good too. He looking better than last year. He get more stronger. He looking good. So we just pray, Mr. Smith, that Doc Rivers probably need to give you a call so you could give him some intel on how to get these young guys to fit into the system when he's trying to build in the next season. So shout out to everybody. Peace and love to everyone. Salute to the panel. Chitty, I wish you the best. I continue to pray for you. Keep you in my prayers. The Godfather, appreciate your knowledge. I'm with the president. Salute.
Let's go. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. All right, my man Gibson. Shout out to the Bahamas. Shout out to my man Tehran as well. All right, bro. All right.
All right.
All right. Let me tap in B-Shack. All right. There you go.
What is happening?
Yes, sir.
There he is.
Salute.
There he is.
Mr. Smith. Good to see you, man.
We got our boy Chitty in the building.
Chitty, glad to see you, man. Back and well. We're glad to have you, man.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Woo! I'm excited.
Tell me how you feel. Tell us how you really feel.
We have seen the future. We've seen the future. First of all, let me say this. I really was curious about AJ Johnson. Dude, this dude, he's got all the potential in the world. He glides across the court. His first step.
Thank you.
His creativity, he goes, for his size, he goes strong to the hoop. And here's the thing, y'all. He ain't scared, y'all. He ain't scared.
That's what I saw.
His attitude, he believes he's the best player on the court. You can see that.
That's what I saw. Yep.
Listen, yo, if Marjan could ever get half of what he has, he'd be a different player. Just as far as his attitude is concerned.
The mental.
Dude, this is his first game, man. And he's don't look at the stats, don't look at the efficiency yet. You gotta look at the game. This is the first game. How old is he? 18? 19, 18,
19, something like that. Yeah, 18, 19.
Oh my. Yo, we got a baller, man. Just wait until this dude develops, man. I can't wait. My man, Tyler Smith. Yo, you talk about silky smooth. You talk about the mechanics, the poise, the length. Yo, we've seen the future.
And an NBA ready body now. His body is NBA ready now.
Exactly. I don't think it's gonna take they talk about AJ Johnson 2 years from now. I don't think it's gonna take that long. I don't.
Mhm.
I think next year, man, he can get minutes. Next
Agreed.
year. That's me
So,
personally.
so for me, the only thing that I would think with both of them is I do. All right, you saw what Jason. You remember what Jason Tatum looked like when he first came in the league, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how putting on some good functional strength, some good muscle, right? Not Kentucky Fried Chicken and McDonald's muscle, right? That's why I
Right.
got to work off. That's why I got to jump in the shower in a minute. I'm trying to work off all this Popeye's chicken, but if right, Tyler Smith, the both of them, I don't want him to be satisfied with his size now because he has physical tools right now that would serve him well. 6'11", big wingspan, and he can shoot from the outside. But you have someone on your team that was not satisfied when he came in the league with what he looked like, put on muscle. Now he's unstoppable. You got him right there, a couple lockers over. Talk to him when he comes back from Paris. Put on some muscle and watch yourself and keep your skill set so that you're not just an outside shooter. At 6'11", you could be versatile and go anywhere, and can't nobody deal with you. I'm really excited about Tyler Smith. I'm excited
Agreed.
about everyone, but if
He
if
stood
I had
out.
to put money on someone who I am most excited about, for me, it's Tyler Smith. I've been thumping the table since I saw us get put out by the Pacers. We need size, we need length, we need athleticism. Tyler Smith, Tyler Smith, Tyler Smith. I love it. I definitely
Yeah.
feel what you're saying, though. AJ Johnson said, I am better than everybody on the court. The attitude that I wanted Marjon Beauchamp to have, especially if this is your third Summer League tournament,
Which is way too many.
is in AJ. And this is the thing, like, Marjon, bro, this is
it. This is it. So you
yeah,
don't
man.
gotta sugarcoat it. This is it.
Your replacements are on the roster right now. Even worse for him. And I don't see this happening. But if we do, we need to have like an emergency podcast. If we get Gary Trent Jr.,
He's gone.
if we
Package.
get Gary Trent Jr., Marjon, thank you for your services. You can't make this squad, bro. Because not you will drop so far. If we get Gary Trent Jr., I don't want to hear anything about the Knicks, even though I'm from New York. I don't want to hear anything about them. And we're right back in it with the Celtics. Because
Yep.
in that person, you have someone of Drew Holiday's defensive caliber playing alongside Damian Lillard to put him in that lineup, who's played with Damian Lillard. And I don't even want to get excited about it because it hasn't happened yet, and I've had my heart broken before when it comes to stuff like
Right.
this. I'm just saying, keeping it to the point that we're making, the ice is very thin under Marjon's feet right now.
Summer League can make or break him with the Bucks. Let's be clear. This Summer League run can make or break him with the Bucks. And what I'm saying is, if he has a mediocre Summer League run, he'll be included in a trade for sure. For sure.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I agree. Let me just tell you what I think about Marjon and Ajax. Marjon, I'm not watching. I'm not looking at his stats. He scored last year in the summer league, so I'm not impressed by that. What I looked at, I think it was the first quarter. He was driving, and he had that scoop shot from like,
yeah, the little Gervin move. That little Gervin move, right?
Yeah, but what I saw was he stopped on 2 feet and could not get around the guy.
I saw the same thing.
He couldn't get around the guy. That's the only thing he could do because he stopped himself trying to jump off 2 feet. I'm telling you, he will never ever be a great NBA player.
Because
you better hope he can stay in the league because that limitation doesn't. I'm telling you, when you play ball and you don't have the dexterity with both feet like you should, it's going to shut you down around great players. So now, Andre, I would not be too concerned about his shooting in games like this because when he's playing with these type of guys, he will never, ever get really open shots like he would with the starters on the Bucks. We can stop and square and really shoot. He's got to, the ball's moving real quick. These guys are not really going to be drawing defenses in summer league, so he's got to shoot off the bounce. That's not his thing. So I wouldn't be too concerned about his bad shooting numbers in summer league games, but you do want to see him knock down the wide open shots.
Right.
Okay. And I hope he's been working on it. I think he's a smart kid. He went to UConn. He should know what his weakness is. And but I'm not too concerned about Andre. I did see them make an effort to have him. There's a focus on him handling the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the Bucks are going to make him maybe a secondary ball handler this year.
I agree. Go ahead, Chitty.
Yeah, I like the points that Mr. Smith and Bishop gave about Andrew Jackson. I think Andrew Jackson Jr. Has a future in Milwaukee Bucks, but I don't see Marjon Beauchamp having that same future because I think just apart from the mentality of both players, I also think that work ethics also matters. How are you influencing the team towards winning games? Is it positively? Is it something that the young guys will? Because next year we're going to get draft picks also. And how are you like you've been on Milwaukee Bucks team for 3 years, Marjon? So how are you going to influence the new guys that are coming in? So you're not really like pushing that culture of winning. I know for a fact that the reason why Dame would be a Milwaukee Bucks today was because of a person like Giannis. Not Chris Middleton, not Bobby Portis. Let's just be frank. It's because of the Giannis, and it means that he has influenced lots of players to be able to come into a team like Milwaukee Bucks, right? And get that franchise attractive for us to even talk about it currently. So I think that Andre Jackson Jr. is somebody who will carry on with that culture. I don't see Marjon. Marjon hasn't proven yet. I'm giving him enough time to prove to us what's capable of doing, and he hasn't done that. And I think it's part of the reason why we are even, because I don't think a Pacers team that's a very young team should beat us in season tournaments and also in the playoffs and knock us out in the first round of the playoffs when we have players like Beauchamp and players who are playing on the Pacers team. They're just like the Beauchamp guys. So I still think that he has not really done his part for the reason why we brought him into Milwaukee Bucks.
So you would want to trade Beauchamp at this point then, Chitty?
I'll still repeat this statement I made in the beginning. You can't expect a different result when you keep doing the same thing. You can't expect to win games and maybe pass the first round of the playoffs when you keep the same players in rotation. And I think it starts with that bench. You can't have the same bench moving into a new season and expect a different result come playoff time. I think a Bobby Portis should not be in Milwaukee Bucks. I don't know, but critically thinking and looking at everything that we've been through for the last 3 years since 2021, I don't see a Bobby Portis moving forward for a second championship of Milwaukee Bucks. I don't see a Beauchamp in there, and I don't see a Brook Lopez in there. That's all I'll say. Sorry, last before
Mr. Smith, and then we'll go to Jack. Go ahead, Chitty.
Yeah, last before I forget, Pat Connaughton. Pat, please don't hide yourself. Don't be on my team. Don't be on Milwaukee Bucks, because the truth is, Pat, you've not shown us why you should be on this team. I just feel that he just shake hands with Giannis and maybe take selfie with Giannis, and that's all. Like he, he could be part of the coaching staff, but I don't
I
see
agree with
him
that.
being a player or more. And this is respectfully, because we've suffered enough. I like Giannis is 30 years old, and that guy is exceptional in terms of talent, generational
Right.
talent. He needs a second championship. Like like these other guys, Bobby and the rest, they are cool with just one championship. But a player like Giannis having just one championship, he won't do justice to what he has done for the game. And it's not nice. It's not fair.
I'm with you. All right, let's spin the block. Go ahead, Dr. Smith. Then we'll go to B Shack. Go ahead.
Agree with a lot of what Chitty is saying. In part, I don't know that I would be ready to be completely done with Marjon Beauchamp just because of the investment. I want to return on my investment. And if we put money and time into him, I want to make absolutely sure that we can't make use of him. But I will say that if this is your third year in the summer leagues, consider that AJ Green spent 1 year in the summer leagues and he's already graduated fully to the 18. This is your
That's a
third
fact.
year.
That is very concerning.
This is your third year. So while I'm not completely done, if I'm a professor of that class and I said I'm giving you to September to show me something, then I think it's only fair to give him the full amount of time and to not be done after one game. And he did have a decent game. What would be concerning to me is that if I looked at just at a glance at those two rosters, the Bulls and the Bucks, we had the most NBA experience on the court today, and
But
we
it didn't look like
lost.
didn't look
Right?
like it.
Andre Jackson was stunted because he has no offense of his own, and Marjon waited too long to get going himself. The rest of the guys were waiting for someone. That's what it looked like. They were waiting for someone to step up and take controls. Now, sometimes A.J. Johnson did that, and as much as I was impressed with him, he did have some mental errors that I absolutely expected. This is like
Yeah.
your first game in this moment, and Tyler Smith was coming off the bench. You know what I mean? So there's only so much minutes that he even had to begin with. I'll just be watching, right? And to find out if Marjon Beauchamp is this version of Jordan Nwora, which is like, I think you're a microwave scorer. I think you're a decent player. I just don't think that you fit in with what we need to do, because you need to come in and be able to initiate and implement your offense immediately with the other guys that are going to be on the court with you. And if it takes you 2 quarters to get going and you're only going to get limited minutes to begin with, and if you're not going, your confidence is shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. You're going to go from 20 minutes to 15 minutes to 5 minutes to Thanasis, which is exactly what happened to him last year. His confidence shrank and shrank and shrank until he was the victory cigar or the losing cigar. And he would only come on when we were winning by 30 points or losing by 30 points. That's exactly what happened to him last year. That's what happened to Jordan Nwora. Doesn't mean that you're a bad player. It just means that this system with these guys, you may be more suited to go play in Detroit, where they need someone that is going to be like a Carmelo Anthony type scorer that may take a little while to get going, but once you get going, you get. We don't need that. We need a different type of player. So either you can fit your offense into what we have, and you have until October to prove it, or you have until the first viable trade package to prove it. And if you haven't done it, then it's just, that's the business, because you had 3 years at this point to prove differently.
Right. It's already disrespectful that they needed to put you in the summer league a third time. That should already be the third time. Like, yo, that the writing is on the wall. The writing is on the blood is in the water, Beauchamp. You got to save yourself. No one else can save you now. Blood is in the water. It's on you, B Shack.
Well, the reason he's in there for a third year is because they're shopping him. They know he's gonna score in summer league. They know he's gonna attract somebody, and I believe that's why he's in there. I think the problem with Marjon is I believe he has a low ceiling. I believe that he's not gonna get much better than what he is now. And here's what we have to do. We gotta match him up against the best. I have to be able to see him stand his ground or hold his ground or compete with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. And he doesn't even have the intestinal fortitude, I don't think, to even deal with
It gets
that.
smoked by them guys, yeah.
Yeah, I just Marjan, Mr. Smith, the return of investment I want is not on him be playing as a Buck, but what can he help get for
Trust,
us
yep.
in return? And I will say this that I think there was a little dominant in the rough today. I would just like to see him be a guard that can fill in when someone's injured, and that's Ryan Rollins.
Yes.
He played a
Yes.
really good game
Yes, he
today,
did.
solid. I
Yes,
mean,
he did.
11 points plus 3, 4 assists,
Had a nice little
1
block too.
block,
Yeah. That was
4 rebounds, 4 for 6 from the field, 2 for 3 from 3-point range in 18 minutes. I mean, that's solid.
Agreed.
And I think that you
Agreed.
can never have enough competent point guards,
correct.
that are just waiting in the wings. So again, man, I think the Bucks' future is bright. One more thing about AJ Johnson, I did like how he seemed to be a willing defender. And if he has a defensive mindset as well, with his length and his speed, he has the potential to be a very good defender. And I don't know if you guys have talked about his story. His story is one of the most respected and inspirational stories in the league. In fact, it's on a level a little bit below Giannis's. How he was living, his family was living in hotels, and they were, barely making it. And when he would come to practice, nobody knew that they were living like that. Nobody. He never complained. He never. Then he went over to, I think, Australia.
Australia, yeah.
And he bet on himself. I'm excited. I'm excited
Facts.
because
So that I didn't know
character
that.
means everything.
No, I agree. I agree. It's gonna be interesting. Hey, we back at it tomorrow. We got another summer league game tomorrow. Let's see what happens. I do want y'all to know, if y'all didn't hear, Marjan had a little bit of an injury, but nothing too crazy. He should be good, but he tweaked something. I didn't get the specifics on the injury, but he should be good. But again, Marjan, we pulling for you, but you gotta make something
Better
shake,
get
bro.
better.
You better get better. You better take some, I don't know, cream in the clear, whatever you need to do to get yourself back in the tip top shape. Please participate, sir. I'm not telling you to do nothing wrong or illegal, but this is it for you, sir. This is it. Like
The ice
Michael
crack.
Jackson, this is it. It is all A. You need to let it all hang out, bro. It shouldn't be no wait until the second half for you to start cooking. You should be cooking as soon as you come in the arena. You should be ready to get some buckets. You're a third-time player in the damn summer league, my dude. They already telling you ain't what you supposed to be. You should be the most focused person on this team, because you'll be gone. You, like they said, Jordan Ward, that's you. Y'all got the same haircut, same look, everything. That's you. You and Jordan Ward are the same person. I close my eyes, they tell me what y'all doing. It's the same person. What are you gonna do, bro? Do you want to be in the NBA, or do you want to play for the Shanghai Sharks? It's time to poop or get off the pot, my dude. Beauchamp, no more excuses, bro. We've been trying to ride for you for a minute, bro. It's a wrap, bro. We trying to win championships. It's either get down or lay down, in my Beanie Siegel voice. Let me repeat myself. Get down or lay down. What are you gonna choose? It's one or the other. You either a soldier or a Girl Scout. It can't be both. Pick a side.
Facts.
3 years in a
Facts.
summer league is crazy. That's like going to summer school 3 years in a row when you a kid. They like, what's wrong with you, brother? Why you in summer school 3 years in a row? Like, what are you doing? That's crazy.
You
Oh,
should
hold
be,
on.
yeah,
Before we get out here, hold on. Hey, guess who just popped up, y'all? Chitty, you not familiar with this young man? No Strays ENT is our favorite op. Appreciate the
God.
$4.99 super chat. Peace to the panel. If I was a Bucks fan, I'd be nervous about this year's roster. I've seen better shooters at Trump. Thoughts and prayer. Come on, man. Already, bro? You at it already? Already? Come on. All right, no straight. You got it, bro. You got. You got nothing to say. You got it, no straight. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get
No
these
straight.
last couple
Hope a
comments.
fight don't break out in the Boston locker room between Jalen and your man who just got sent over to the U.S. team. You know
Oh
he's hot about
Thank
that.
you,
yeah.
U.S.
You know there's gonna be a fight
basketball.
about that, right?
Thank you,
They're gonna
U.S.
see each other
basketball.
behind a Starbucks somewhere in Boston behind that, right? They're gonna have 5 minutes. They're gonna need 5 minutes. Took my spot, bro.
Hey, I don't know if
Stop,
they know what
bro.
that means. You'll have to elaborate on the 5 minutes. Some people might not understand what that means. 5 minutes
I
means
need 5 minutes.
squabble. That means a squabble will be initiated, and it will last for the duration of 5 minutes. For the individuals that are not familiar with 5 minutes, just want to
Yeah.
provide some clarification.
Stand up and come.
All right,
Stand up and
y'all.
come outside. I need 5 minutes. Stand up and come outside. I need my 5 minutes.
5 minutes,
That's it.
right?
Come
All
on
right,
outside.
y'all. We're going to be on tomorrow. I'm going to get these last couple comments in here and get up out of here, y'all. Always appreciate another classic live. Let me repeat myself. Another classic live is happening. At the top right, we have the legend, Dr. Smith. Bottom left, returning, Chitty. Thank you, sir. Good to see you. Then we have another legend from down south there in Florida parts. My man B Shack, much appreciated, y'all. I like when we get it together like that. We got Barrett tapping in on his extreme side. Hey, this is what we do here. We say friends and family. This is what we talking about. We don't all have the same point of view, but we can always just debate respectfully. And that's all I care about. So salute to y'all, gentlemen. I'm gonna get these last couple comments and get up out of here. Salute, gentlemen.
Salute,
All right,
salute. God bless.
you too, bro. All right,
Thank you.
y'all. My man Chitty back in here. Brandon, I'm gonna tap you in here in 1 second, bro. Give me 1 second. Let me get my screens together before I get up out of here. Hey, you gotta turn the music off. Turn the music off. You gotta turn the music off, bro. You gotta turn the music off, fam. This man about to get me. Oh. Don't let me get demonetized 2 times in a row because you playing. Come on, bro. Let me know when the music off. Give me the thumbs up when the music off. You got Aretha Franklin and all that playing in the background. Come on, bro. You got Aretha Franklin, the Pointer Sisters playing in the background. Come on, bro. You let me know when you straight, bro. Let me know when you straight. Thumbs up when you straight, Brandon. I got okay. You good? No Earth, Wind, and Fire in the background, right? You good? All right, all right. Go ahead. Yeah, man, about to get me demonetized. Go ahead, though, Brandon. Go ahead, bro.
What's up, bro?
What's up? What up? What up? So tell me how you felt about the Summer League game.
Hey, I do, I dropped it. Hey, they looking nice. They looking nice. That Nick guy and the AJ Johnson guy. Hey, we got something. We got something.
Yeah, we do. I think Livingston played well. Obviously, Tyler Smith stood out. AJ Johnson stood out. Marjan played solid, but he should. This is his 3rd Summer League, so he should. But I think there's a lot of optimism now with Bucks Nation. We'll see what happens tomorrow. We got another game tomorrow, Brandon. We'll see what happens. But I'm very optimistic with what I saw from the Bucks today, especially like they said, young Tyler Smith and AJ Johnson, the mentality. Andre Jackson Jr. doing what he does, but he definitely needs to work on his shot. But I'm optimistic, and we'll just see what happens tomorrow as well. You know what I'm saying? So we right back at it.
All right.
So it's good. Yeah, good. Yeah. Hey, we appreciate you. You've been ghost for a couple of lives now, Brandon. You went ghost, but we glad to have you back in the fold, Brandon.
No problem, bro.
All right.
I appreciate that.
So tomorrow when you tap in, bro, no Pointer Sisters in the background, Earth, Wind, and Fire, Teddy Pendergast, none of that, bro. I need to keep my a little bit of monetization, fam. All right, bro. All right, Brandon.
Bro. No problem, bro.
All right, bro. Go. Had my boy Brandon came in, had all types of 70s music playing in the background. Salute to him. What up, Monalando? What's good? What's good? Let me make sure I shout out Robert Brooks. What's good? Kobe, what's good? Mac Jerry TV, what it do? No strays, you was wild for that comment. Salute. Max Yeager was good. Oh, HP Truck Lines was good. It's good to see you, bro. Two Red Violin was good. Carlo was good, bro. Good to see you. Hey, Tito, I ain't seen you in a minute. What's good, Tito? Bleacher Report Boss was good, bro. All right, y'all, I'm about to get up out of here. I am Amara. This is Amara's Logic, Milwaukee Bucks, trades, rumors, and news live edition, where we just got done discussing the Bucks' first summer league game of the season. They lost 89-96, but we do believe we have some diamonds in the rough, and Tyler Smith, AJ Johnson. So we got some players that look like they're cooking with some gas. We'll be right back at it tomorrow. Please comment, like, subscribe, support the channel. This is your #1 resource for Bucks news. We talk about Bucks all day, all week. Check the community tab. Check the Instagram. We always got something going. And again, we always say friends and family here because we all respect one another. And we trying to get as many of idle Bucks fans to their natural home, which should be here, y'all. And I like that the chat is always different. Everybody got different points of view, but again, we respect each other. And we all want what's best for the Bucks, which is to win and to win another championship. So I appreciate y'all tapping in, keeping everything tasteful in the chat and respectful as usual. This is the #1 resource for Bucks news on YouTube. This is the #1 chat on YouTube. I don't even want to put it in no category. Y'all IQ is way off the charts. That would be disrespectful. Just the best chat on YouTube, period. No quotations and nothing. That's just what it is. Salute to y'all. Peace and love, as my boy Gibson say. Comment, like, subscribe, and share the electrifying content, y'all. Y'all know what it is. This is another great live. Also, it was good to have our homie Chitty back too, bro. Good to see you, Chitty. Appreciate you. Hopefully you'll be back around more often. Again, our condolences as Bucks Nation and friends and family for your loss. We've been talking about you. You're in our prayers, so appreciate you, Chitty, for tapping back in as well, bro. Good to see you. I'm glad the gang is getting back together early this year. I like it. Go.